Today on Rappler. The BIR files separate tax evasion complaints against former Public Works engineers Henry Alcantara, Bryce Hernandez, and JP Mendoza. Former Masbate Representative Rizalina Sayachon Lanete is acquitted in one plunder case, while Janet Lim Napoles is found guilty of 7 counts of graft. President Marcos declares a state of national calamity over Typhoon Tino and in anticipation of potential super typhoon Uwan. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang warns China will beat the United States in the artificial intelligence race. And Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum files a complaint against a man who groped her and tried to kiss her. The Bureau of Internal Revenue files separate tax evasion complaints against former Public Works engineers Henry Alcantara, Bryce Hernandez, and JP Mendoza. BIR Commissioner Romeo Lumagi Jr. says Alcantara's tax liability is 900 million pesos, 600 million pesos for Hernandez, and 180 million pesos for Mendoza. BIR's investigation shows the three amassed significant income from kickbacks on flood control projects. The three allegedly laundered the money through casinos by exchanging cash for chips grossly disproportionate to their declared income.
Nakita natin na based on dun sa mga lifestyle checks na ginawa natin, yung kanilang mga ginastos, na nakuha rin natin yan sa mga pagdinig na ginawa sa Senado, at yung mga kanilang mga ari-arian, nakita natin na hindi tugma ito sa kanilang kinikita or yung mga reported na mga revenues nila at mga binayarang buwis. Kaya naman nagsampa tayo ng kaso. Ang total tax liabilities na nakita natin dito sa tatlong ito ay umaabot na mahigit 1.6 billion pesos.
Lumagi explains tax liability is different from criminal liability. The three engineers will still face criminal complaints even if they pay their tax deficiencies. Former Masbate Representative Rizalina Sayachon Lanete, her aide Jose Sumalpong, and Janet Lim Napoles are acquitted in one plunder case. The Sandigan Bayan rules, the prosecution's evidence showed only 30.7 million pesos in alleged payouts from Lanete's congressional pork barrel. It's far short of the 50 million peso mark that defines plunder under Philippine law. The court says the plunder case failed to meet the burden of proof over the supposed 112.2 million peso misuse of Lanete's Priority Development Assistance Fund from 2007 to 2009. Lanete is also cleared of 11 counts of graft, with the court noting that evidence did not establish her personal participation beyond selecting private foundations linked to Napoles. However, Napoles was convicted of 7 counts of graft. She will serve up to 56 years in prison and repay the government 107.34 million pesos. The court also finds these individuals guilty of graft. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. declares a state of national calamity following extensive devastation caused by Typhoon Tino and in anticipation of potential super typhoon Uwan.
We will declare a national calamity because ilang regions na yan. There will be almost 10 regions, 12 regions that will be affected.
Tino, the Philippines' deadliest tropical cyclone this year so far, left the Philippine area of responsibility past midnight on Thursday, November 6. Meanwhile, the tropical depression outside PAR strengthened into a tropical storm and was given the international name Huang. It will be given the local name Uwan once it enters PAR, which is expected late Friday evening or early Saturday morning.
We are continuing our relief and support for those who were hit by Typhoon Tino, but we are also doing everything that we can para ma-anticipate at makapaghanda tayo ng mabuti dito naman sa parating na Typhoon Uwan.
Pag-asa maintains, while there is still high uncertainty in the forecast, there is an increasing chance of landfall in northern or central Luzon by Monday, November 10. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang warns China will beat the United States in the artificial intelligence race. In a statement posted on X, Huang says, quote, "China is nanoseconds behind America in AI. It's vital that America wins by racing ahead and winning developers worldwide." China's access to advanced AI chips, particularly those produced by Nvidia, remains a flashpoint in its tech rivalry with the US. This as both nations vie for supremacy in cutting-edge computing and artificial intelligence. US President Donald Trump says Nvidia's most advanced Blackwell chips should be reserved exclusively for American customers. In an Nvidia conference last month, Huang said, "We want the world to be built on American tech stack, but we also need to be in China to win their developers. A policy that causes America to lose half of the world's AI developers is not beneficial in the long term. It hurts us more." Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum files a complaint against a man who groped her and tried to kiss her as she walked between meetings in the capital city. Sheinbaum says, quote, "If this happens to the president, where does that leave all the young women in our country? No man has the right to abuse women's personal space." Video of the incident quickly spread across the internet before being taken down. The incident underscores the insecurity women face in a country steeped in machismo and gender-based violence. It has also raised questions about Sheinbaum's security detail. Sheinbaum travels with minimal security and makes herself available to the public. She also blasts Mexican newspaper Reforma for publishing images of the man groping her, saying she considers it a re-victimization. And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gotinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. For more updates, download the wRap.